This is Brenton Wood, and you're listening to Urban Melody TV.
Going on, everyone? I'm your host, Saul Maldonado with Urban Melody TV, and as you guys can see, I'm literally here chilling with the legendary Mr. Brenton Wood. What's going on, sir?
Oh man, I'm just getting out here trying to enjoy myself before Christmas and having a lovely time here at Gringo's.
Gringos Cantina, that's right, of course, Silva Promotions, and Mr. Wood just got off the stage, and man, you rocked the house.
That's why I'm in this car right now.
Exactly. He's sitting in his car. He doesn't want to get sick. He's sweating. He was in there having a good time, and it's an honor for me to be standing here with you.
Well, thank you very much. It's my honor, my privilege.
The first time I saw you perform, I was 16 years old.
16?
At the Greek Theater.
Damn, now you're old as me.
Right? And I'll be honest, even though I used to listen to KRLA and all that, I had never been to an oldies show. So when we showed up to the event, to my surprise, I expected to see a bunch of gringos, white people, And I see lowriders and bombs and Chicanos and Latinos, and I was like, well, what's going on? Let me ask you this. When you started your career in singing, did you imagine that you would have such a large Latino following?
I was raised with Latinos,
Okay.
El Salvadorians and Guatemalans and Mexicans.
Okay.
So we were all in San Pedro, Wilmington, Norbon, and Long Beach, like that.
Right. Okay.
It's my old stomping grounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when I actually asked Mr. Art LeBeau this question because he's been on the radio for so long playing your music.
Yeah, he's been playing my music. Yeah.
For a very long time. So I asked him. I said, when you heard these rappers that started doing music over some of these oldie songs, what do you think about that? And his reply was, he said, nothing better than the original. How do you feel about it?
Well, I think there is nothing better than the original because there's a large portion of the now generation that specifically listen to rap, and a lot of them have never heard people actually sing unless they hear them singing.
Right.
And when I came up, it's like I just put songs out, and I was hoping that everybody or somebody was thinking that along the same lines.
Right.
And the records went really big, and all over the world. And after it all settles down, after you've been out there for a while, then you'll have a certain group of people that love certain types of music.
Right.
And my music is relative to that music, because, I'm like me and Mary Wells, we are like oldie but goodies.
Right? So nothing better than the original.
That's right, the original. Now, I can't say anything bad about what these rappers are doing when they splice parts of my songs into, because that means I get paid again.
There you go.
So it doesn't make me any different. I can get a whole bunch of them to do it.
As long as they pay you, you're good,
right? That's right. Got to go to the store.
Hey, now, you were raised in an era where you had to go through civil rights movements and all that.
I'm still going through it.
And there was a time when the nation had segregation, right? You went through that. Now, for a time, we segregated ourselves in our communities.
Well, we didn't do that, actually. I don't think we did that on purpose. I think segregation is one of the main problems that we have in this country.
Exactly.
And I say if people grow up not being around blacks, Mexicans, and stuff like that, then they don't know each other.
Right.
And then when they grow up, they got to go into the workforce. And they got to deal with everybody. Now,
Right.
Those who can't deal with it, you're still having problems with it.
Definitely.
But I think, because I talk to people, I don't actually look at them color they are.
Right.
I talk to them as people. That way, I don't get wrapped up into something to say, well, he called me this, he called me that.
And you know what? That's actually the beauty of this event, because you had a Chicano rapper up there, Midget Loco, and which is Chicano, and then you went up there, you know. So that erases the color lines to say, oh, well, that's a black event or Latino event, you know.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of it. It's the unity of different ethnic groups through music.
Right.
You know. And one more question, and I asked Mr. Arlebo this question. You've been in a spotlight for so many years.
Arlebo.
You as well. What's your legacy? How does Mr. Brenton Wood want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as a person that cared for people.
Nice.
You know, I don't have any grudges against anybody, but you know, I get all that stuff, like you say, the segregation and stuff like that. That's what divides the country, you know, and like I'm looking at it now, you know, it's like, how in the hell can I be a minority in a minority country? You know, everybody here is from a different country.
Right.
You know, except for the poor little Indians. That's a shame, you know, because, I mean, I don't even know what this place was called before they called it America.
Man, who knows? Something that's probably not in the history books, right? So you're finishing off the year here at Gringo Cantina. Mm-hmm. What do you have planned for 2014?
2014, I'm planning, I have about five shows on the calendar so far.
Okay.
Most of the shows come for me after Christmas. I start planning for my new next year back in October.
Nice. You have to
October,
be
and give me time to get it on and see where I'm going to be. And it's like a routine. It's been that way for like 40 fucking years.
Right.
So I mean, I go and I try to enjoy myself at what I do, because I didn't have such a good time when I first got a hit. My first hit made me a lot of notoriety, but I had a problem with different people that I know in this business. So they wanted my money more than me. So I always stress.
We kind of call those managers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Take it all.
Now you have a large fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Young,
and that I
older.
wanted to keep that to myself. Yeah, because they didn't want to pay me when the records was out there hot. You know, I said, they can't get this. This is all I got left.
Right.
You know, so I just do my concerts and stuff like that. And we just acquired a studio over in San Bernardino. Okay. And we're starting to get into the swing of recording other younger artists.
Nice.
And I particularly think that there's a huge marketplace in the Latino market. Great musicians.
Definitely.
You know, but they don't give a shit. Because of me, they don't give a shit about all the other ones. You know, right. Only ones that they want to get are the ones who can give them some money right quick.
Well, I'll tell you right now, this media cares, so you can call Urban Melody TV. We'll come cover any of your artists that you're recording.
I sure will appreciate that.
What positive message can you send to all your fans?
I want to send a message to all the fans that I deal with and don't know exactly what to do in this business, how to promote themselves. And it costs a lot of money to promote a song to a hit. So you have to be able to have perseverance. You're going to need that to push, because nobody's really actually going to like what you're doing until you do it.
Definitely.
You know, and that after you do it, now you're great. You know, I accept that, you know, because, I mean, that's something that you can say you planted and you made it work. Right. Definitely. And the only thing that keeps me going is push. You know, I just keep pushing, because that's the way you do it. And most of all, you got to have an education. If you don't have an education, it's not all about just singing and having fun on the stage. It's what you're going to do with that money when you get it.
Yeah.
You know, and when you get that money, you got to know what to do with it, because, you know, nothing is forever. You know, and you'll have to realize that the song that you write today can support you later on in your life. And that's where you're going to make your money. But you got to know the paperwork.
Right. Well, you know what? On that note, what keeps you going?
What keeps me going? You guys.
There you go. The
You
fans.
guys. My fans keep me going. The only friends I got is my fans.
No, that's not.
Huh?
Now, out of all your songs, if there was one song that you could dedicate to all your fans, which one would it be?
Actually, you know, those songs are like a book. You know, they're like a story of my life, childhood. When I wrote those songs because the girls were cheating me. So I had to write about it. You know, that's the only way I can get around it and write about it. And then, fortunately, people related to it.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I got off. That's where I get my thing from, because I used to think that nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Nobody's gonna understand
Or
me.
too macho to talk about it, so we listen to your songs to
Right.
express our pain.
And then, you know, expressing mine.
Right. Well, Mr. Brenton, we appreciate your time. You know, after so many years, you still rock the house,
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to more of your shows, sir.
Good. Yeah, I think. Well, I did get the Greek Theater for September.
September of
September
2014.
12th, I think.
Okay.
2014.
I'll go celebrate my birthday out there with you.
Come on down.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure, bro.
All right.